Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of What's Better, Raw or Smackdown? This is going to be episode 13, Lucky 13. I want to apologize that I'm just now uploaded this video, and I really want to apologize that I haven't been uploading videos as much as I said I was going to do. What happened is I just kind of got lazy. I'm in like my school vacation mode, so that's kind of why I've been kind of not uploading videos. I've also just been kind of busy hanging out. I recently just we've had some snowstorms that I've had to go out and shovel for, and I've hung out like with my mom and my sister. I went up to New Hampshire for a couple of days to hang out with my older sister, and then I've been watching this DVD for a review on my other channel, Wrestling Fortune 44, which you can subscribe to. So I've already got the plug out of the way, at least part of it, which is currently processing because apparently the YouTube video editor isn't letting me upload videos longer than an hour. Well, no, that are an hour, which is stupid because it changes its mind all the time. But that's a video for another day, so I have to do the same thing with this video. So I am now gonna sit down and watch it, and I'm gonna sit down and watch both Raw and SmackDown. Um, and I'm gonna kind of sit here and just kind of cover what's been going on with Raw and SmackDown for this week. And like I said, I apologize. Now, I do have to watch Raw all at once, and I'm just gonna review it all in one take, just because of the fact that I don't know what's going on. It keeps not recorded on the DVO. Um, so I just watch it online now. So it's stupid. I got my TV all hooked up though now, so that way I can watch I can watch Raw on the TV in my room now, so that I don't have that problem anymore. But it's just it's just getting stupid that Raw isn't recorded on the DVO, so I am gonna to address that problem. But now let's kind of build this up. So now this is the episode 13. So this is like the 13th week I've done this, and for the past, I just counted it out, 6 weeks. SmackDown's been better than Raw. And this is kind of now getting to be a crucial moment for Raw. They really need to step it up and finally get a victory for SmackDown, because right now SmackDown's blowing them out of the water. So we're gonna have to wait and see if that happens. We got some pretty good competition going around. We have good stuff coming up for Raw. We got good stuff coming up for SmackDown. So now let me now cover Raw and give my thoughts on it. So let me just kind of talk about some of the stuff that was on Raw this week, I should say. So we have a United States title match coming up. We have a 2-on-1 handicap match for the United States Championship. It's going to be United States Champion Roman Reigns to face Jericho. This is going to be very interesting because Roman Reigns has a matchup coming up against Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship, where Chris Jericho is going to be locked inside a cage. We've had Roman Reigns, who's defended the U.S. title against both these guys one-on-one. Can he now get the job done when it's 2-on-1? We're going to have to wait and see. And Raw may beat SmackDown, because who does Raw have coming this week? We have two special guest appearances coming this week. We have the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, which is going to be awesome. He's obviously there to promote his new movie that he's out for. I forget the name of it, but we have Shawn Michaels, and we have the Phenom, The Undertaker, going to be showing up on Raw. And he's going to be showing up in New Orleans. He is going to be showing up at the very exact building where he lost at WrestleMania for the first time since he has lost at WrestleMania. So that's going to be very interesting. And I can't wait to see what The Undertaker has to say. Shawn Michaels, I expect just to kind of do some sort of run-in. But The Undertaker, I have no clue what he's going to do. I thought he was a SmackDown superstar, considering the fact that he was on SmackDown not that long ago. But who cares? He's The Undertaker, and he can do whatever the fuck he wants. So, yeah. I'm actually really excited to watch Raw. Raw's been really boring lately, so I hope Raw can kind of step it up. So we're going to have to wait and see. Alright, so Raw took place on January 9th, 2017. And we had Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Byron Saxon on commentary for this show. And Raw starts off with a backstage segment with Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley. And Mick Foley's all clean shaven now. He doesn't have his big hair anymore. And obviously he has his beard, so it looks really weird seeing Mick Foley like that, actually. I know he's been like that before, but I used to seeing him with a long, puffed up hair, so it's really weird to see him like this. And Stephanie McMahon is going to give Mick Foley a job performance review as general manager of Monday Night Raw. And she said she says to Mick Foley that you promised that you would provide us with The Undertaker. You said The Undertaker was going to return tonight. And Mick Foley says, trust me, I know The Undertaker better than anybody. I've taken the most beatings, and I know The Undertaker is here. Well, he doesn't say I know, but I feel like The Undertaker is here. So Stephanie McMahon was like, feel, that's not good enough for me. And then Seth Rollins walks in, and on Twitter earlier in the day, he had announced that he was going to be in the Royal Rumble match. He wrote on Twitter that last year he missed WrestleMania, so this year he's going to main event WrestleMania by winning the Royal Rumble match. So Seth Rollins is officially an entrant in the Royal Rumble match. And then what else happens? But then Braun Strowman walks in, and he wants a match either with Goldberg or Roman Reigns since they double speared him last week. And Mick Foley says he can't give him the match because Goldberg isn't here and Roman Reigns already has a match. And Seth Rollins then says, you know what, I can give him what he wants. And then Rollins and Braun Strowman stop Rollin, and it has to be broken up. And then Stephanie McMahon says, I'm going to handle this. You go deal with the Undertaker stuff. And then that was it. I thought this was a great backstage segment. It was actually a different way to kind of kick off Raw. And it was something different. Usually they do the promo segment, and I thought this really set the tone for the tonight's show and made it really unpredictable. Not unpredictable, but it had chaos. So then we had the first match on the show. It was a 2-on-1 handicap match for the United States Championship. United States Champion Roman Reigns versus Jericho. How this works is both members of Jericho have to tag in and out. But whoever gets the pinfall between the two is the United States Champion. But before the match starts, okay, so now we have Smackdown for January 10th, 2017. I almost said 2014. I don't know why. And Smackdown looks like it could be a solid show. It looks like it could be Raw, but we don't know that yet. We have 3 matches announced for Smackdown. We have a women's match, Natalya versus Nikki Bella. This is a feud that's been building up for a while. We had Natalya attack Nikki Bella at Survivor Series. And then we didn't really know if it was her. And then it was revealed it was her. And, we have the promos they've been cutting off with each other about jealousy. And now you're going to finally have this match. So I can't wait to see that. We have a SmackDown Tag Team Championship match between SmackDown Tag Team Champions American Alpha and 2 members of the Wyatt family. I think that's going to be a really good match. Depending on which two of the... no matter which 2 members of the Wyatt family go in, it's going to be a good match. And I wonder if they're going to tease more dissension with the Wyatt family. You're going to have to wait and see. And then we obviously have the big match on this show. We're going to have Baron Corbin versus John Cena. John Cena's first match back in WWE since No Mercy 2016. It's going to be definitely interesting to see what they do. Obviously, they're going to probably have more build-up with Styles and Cena. So, obviously, I can't wait to see SmackDown. So, let's get right into it. Okay, so we had Tom Phillips, JBL, Mauro Ranallo, and David Otunga on commentary for this show. And the show starts off with the Ambrose Asylum with The Miz and Maurice as the special guest. And Dean Ambrose comes out and he, talks about how the Ambrose Asylum is back for the first time in 2017 and how he's once again the Intercontinental Champion. And he announces that he is going to be in the Royal Rumble match. He's the first champion to go in. And he said he wanted to have an alligator on the show, but he only has he can't. But they have permits against having real alligators, so he found a fake alligator at a gas stop, which it's a fake alligator head. I actually have it over there, but I'm too lazy to go up and get it right now. And he says that he named the alligator Maurice, and then he goes to introduce his real guests, and The Miz and Maurice come out, and The Miz talks about how he spent months trying to regain prestige back into the Intercontinental Championship, but Dean Ambrose threw it all away. He's ruined the prestige of the Intercontinental Championship, and now he's ruined the prestige um, of the Royal Rumble match. And The Miz says that technically Ambrose shouldn't even be the champion because since Maurice slapped him in the face last week, that counts as outside interference. And then and the Miz says that he was gonna let him get he was gonna have him sued and go through all these lawsuits, but he's gonna give Dean Ambrose a chance to do the right thing and give him back the title. So then Dean Ambrose was like, you know what, you're right. I should give you back. I should give you back what belongs to you. And he acts like he's going to hand over the championship. Miz even says, you know, you are a humble man, even though that everyone's calling you crazy and wacky, but I completely disagree with them now. And then Ambrose says, oh, you're not getting back the championship. I'm giving you back this. And he gives him the Miz Participation Award that the Miz had given Ambrose a while back. And he says, you did it. You did okay, Miz. You tried. And then the Miz says, I thought you'd do something like this. And then the Miz takes a cheap shot at Ambrose, starts beating the crap out of him. And I forgot to mention, too, that The Miz had also announced he's going to be in the Royal Rumble match. And The Miz holds Ambrose so Maurice can slap him, but Ambrose ducks and she accidentally slaps The Miz. And then Ambrose hits Dirty Deeds on The Miz and gives Maurice the Miz Participation Award, which I thought was kind of funny. So okay, so now we have Talking Smack. We have Renee Young and Shane McMahon on the panel, which was kind of nice to see Shane McMahon again. We hadn't seen him in a while. I don't remember the last time we'd seen him, but it's been, I would say maybe since after Survivor Series. I think it's the last time we've seen Shane McMahon. And he did a good job on it. And Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss get interviewed about their steel cage match next week. And Alexa Bliss is mad because she has to defend her title against Becky Lynch again. Becky Lynch had found a way to weasel her way once again into the Smackdown Women's Championship picture, which I think makes sense. You know, Alexa Bliss has already beaten her, so I can understand. You know, but then Becky Lynch says, "Well, I made you tap out last week, so but with that qualification, I deserve a SmackDown Women's Championship match." And then Alexa Bliss talks about how what else does she say? Alexa Bliss says that she's gonna beat Becky Lynch because she's a fighting champion, and she talked about how she doesn't know who La Luchador is. She says it was something that was Becky Lynch's brainchild, and now all of a sudden it's, you know, you've stolen somebody's idea. And Becky Lynch says, talking for someone who stole Harley Quinn and Teen Girl movie or whatever it's called, and you know, Becky Lynch talks about how you have to beat the best, and she feels like that she is the best because she overcame the odds, and became the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion after everything she can. She feels like nobody else would have been able to do that, and Alexa Bliss says that she respects her for that accomplishment, that she was the first SmackDown Women's Champion, and Alexa Bliss talks about how she it's how she ended 2016 as the SmackDown Women's Champion, and she's going to end 2017 as the SmackDown Women's Champion. And then, you know, Shane McMahon does talk about, you know, how you have to be careful when you're in the steel cage. You're the first woman to do this on SmackDown. You have to be very careful. And he kind of goes over the rules and everything. And that was really it. I thought this was a good back and forth confrontation between Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss, and it gets me to look forward to seeing their SmackDown Women's Championship match next week. So that's going to be, well, this week actually, because it's actually Sunday. And then Mojo Rawley gets interviewed, and he talks about, you know, Zack Ryder being injured and how it lights and fire him because now he's going to be on his own and he's going to be by himself for a few months. And he said that Zack Ryder, when he was unpacking his stuff, had reminded him of that, and he kind of goes over his backstory about how he got to the WWE. He said that he was in the NFL and he got injured. Well, no, actually, he talks about first, how he. So overall, I thought SmackDown was actually a pretty good show. I liked the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. I liked the stuff they did building up the Nikki Bella and Natalya feud. I liked the setup for Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss's steel cage match for this week because it's Sunday. I liked what else did I like? I liked the Kalisto Dolph Ziggler match and him attacking, and the aftermath. And I didn't mind the Baron Corbin John Cena match. It was okay, and that was really it. I liked, but I didn't care for the Carmella and James Ellsworth stuff, and I like the Ambrose Asylum too. I thought that was solid. So overall, if I had to grade SmackDown, I'm gonna grade SmackDown a 6 out of 10. I thought it was a good show. So obviously, you're gonna see which one I like better. I thought Raw was better this week. I thought Raw was a little bit more unpredictable. I thought Raw had a little bit more of that fire behind it. I was interested more in Raw, and I liked stuff more on Raw this week than I did SmackDown. SmackDown wasn't bad though. It actually had a good it actually had a good show. But I thought Raw, with Jericho winning the United States title for the first time, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels being there was cool. The starting of the show I thought was better. It had a more unpredictable start. The Rollins Braun Strowman match was good. I thought the cruiserweights were good. I thought what else did I think was good? The woman I thought were very well done this week. So I just thought Raw had a better show this week. So that's okay though. That happens. But that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. And make sure to subscribe to my Wrestling Fortune 44 and my Owen the Talkinator channel. And I will talk to you guys later.